It appears they're not ready just yet to begin this briefing with Austin Police, so we'll recount what we know at this time. This homicide happened back on September 16th, which is last Wednesday. Early that morning at a South Austin bus stop, police told us back then that 60-year-old John Young was found with an apparent
Sarge, you ready?
gunshot wound at a bus stop on South First Street. That happened at about 5:30 that morning with a 911 call reporting a man bleeding there. It appears this briefing is going to get underway here in just a second. I'm hearing in my ear that the spokesperson who's kind of organizing things, and we'll hear from the homicide detective from Austin Police. That should get started here in just a moment. Sounds like they're almost ready. Let's take a listen once again as this briefing gets underway about a homicide investigation in South Austin.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. This is a update on homicide number 35. We have echo. Number 35 occurred Wednesday, September 16th at approximately 5:27 a.m. In the 6500 block of South First at the bus stop there. At approximately 5:27 a.m., Austin 911 received a call from an individual stating that he was at the bus stop and that there was a man there that was bleeding. Officers were dispatched, and when they arrived on scene, they did, in fact, find a gentleman who had at least one gunshot wound and appeared deceased. EMS was called to the scene, and they received pronouncement at 5:39 from Dr. Escott. Homicide detectives and crime scene specialists were dispatched to the scene as well. And just a quick check of Mr. Young. His name is John M. Young, white male, born 1/28 of 1960. A quick check of Mr. Young found that he was possibly homeless or experiencing homeless at the time. And so we didn't have any address or anything to check on with him. The officers checked the area and weren't able to find many witnesses. So we started doing some research, and we found that at approximately 1:06 a.m., Austin 911 received a call, multiple phone calls of shots being fired in the same area as the 6500 block of South First. Officers checked the area, but they didn't locate anything that appeared suspicious. The scene revealed that it appears Mr. Young was asleep when he was shot. This is concerning to us because we have no motive in this case. This could be someone that knew Mr. Young and wanted to kill him, or the worst case scenario, this is a random murder, meaning that someone saw Mr. Young and decided to shoot him while he was asleep. Our investigation has revealed that we believe at least two individuals were involved. One on foot, who we believe did the actual shooting, and one in a vehicle. This is again concerning because this appears to be a coordinated attack on Mr. Young, and we don't know if it was random or if he was specifically targeted. There is a $1,000 reward in this case so far for any information that will assist us in making an arrest. At this time, is there any questions?
Did local surveillance videos help you find out that there was two individuals walking in a vehicle? Sergeant, can you hear me? Sergeant, can you hear me?
Can,
While
we're not
still
able to
on
hear
mute.
anyone on this end.
Hello, Sergeant. Can you hear now?
Lisa, are you able to, can you speak?
I can hear you. Does it still sound echoey?
No, he can't hear us.
I don't hear anything.
Okay. Sarge, can you hear
I
me?
can hear the,
Everybody stand by. It looks like we're having some difficulties here.
can you hear us now, Sergeant? Sergeant?
I can hear you, Jaime, but I don't think he can.
Oh, okay.
If there are any questions, you can also put them in the chat.
If there's any questions, then please feel free to enter in the chat so we can get this figured out.
We are clearing refusal, calling you for ease away from there. Or not, invoice down for it. No worries, 914, we show you that look right now. Was wrong.
Charlie 104 and out. Could trespass urgent 1601 North 35 service northbound at the Denny.
AJ, he's direct on stage. Yep. Before you get my last shot.
Everyone, thanks again for joining our stream and paying attention to what's happening here. It appears there may be some kind of audio issue. They were hoping to seek questions from the reporters who were gathered in the briefing there, but it appears there may be an audio issue. So let's take a listen as this gets back underway, and we'll recount everything that they said a little bit earlier here in just a moment. So please stay with us.
On descriptions of individuals, we have one, and it's going to be a male. And just based on the gait of his walk, his mannerisms, we would put him anywhere between, well, in the area of being an older teen to 20s. We don't have a race, we don't have a height yet. We believe him to be of thin build, but that's it as far as a description on him right now.
If anybody else has any questions, you can ask them and I will ask them for y'all. Put them in the chat. Are there any other similar incidents in the area?
So far, we don't have any similar incidents that we are aware of. So we do ask if anyone has had any sort of confrontation with an individual and they had a weapon, a firearm specifically, and they didn't report it to police to please report it. But right now we don't have any disturbances with any individuals in that area right now.
Any other questions?
Hey, Lisa, can I ask one more?
Go for it.
Just wondering, how difficult or how serious is it for officers to investigate if something is random? I mean, that's usually there's a motive, but how tough is it when it's a random, if it's a random?
Okay. Sarge, did you hear that?
Okay, well, we don't have any more written questions, so I'm going to move to Spanish.
Sarge, there's one more. Can you hear me?
Buenas tardes, me llamo Sargento de los Santos. Voy a hablar de homicidio número 35 que ocurrió el septiembre 16, el miércoles de la semana pasada. A las 5:27 en la mañana, Austin 911 recibió una llamada diciendo que un hombre se estaba herido en el 6500 block of South First Street. Cuando oficiales llegaron, descubrieron el hombre que sí estaba herido, que se parece que recibió un balazo. EMS, le llamaron a EMS y ellos llegaron y el señor estaba muerto a las 5:39 en la mañana por Dr. Escott. Detectives llegaron al lugar y allí descubrieron que el hombre se llama John Young, nacido enero 28 de 1960. También los oficiales vieron que se parece que el hombre estaba dormido cuando alguien le mató. Ahorita no tenemos razón por qué pasó esto. Se parece que puede ser que alguien conoció al señor Young y lo querían matar. Posiblemente también es posible que nomás vieron a Mr. Young allí y de ahí decidieron a matarlo. Pero no tenemos razón por qué todavía. Más temprano en la mañana, como las 1:06 en la mañana, oficiales recibieron llamadas de balazos en el mismo área. Y nosotros pensamos que eso es cuando el señor Young, lo mataron al señor Young. Ahorita pensamos que hay dos personas que hicieron esto. Un persona se parece como joven, 16 hasta 25, 28 años de edad, pero no sabemos. Es delgado, posiblemente no sabemos de qué de alto es todavía. Y otra persona no tenemos video de él o ella. Ahorita estamos solicitando información a cualquier persona que sabe información de este caso. Si hay preguntas, por favor, ponga la información en el chat para que podamos ver.
Will Dupree here in the KXAN Live studio. We've just reached the conclusion of a news conference virtually held by Austin Police. That's a homicide detective talking to us and providing some information about a shooting death that happened last Wednesday on September 16th. What police are saying now is that a man named John Young, who was experiencing homelessness, was asleep at a bus stop there on South First, and someone came and shot and killed him. And they are looking for those suspects involved and hoping to identify them because they do not have much information to go off at this time. The police think that 2 people were potentially involved in this particular case, one who came on foot and did the shooting, another in a vehicle who helped them both get away. And what it looks like, police are saying it was a coordinated attack against John Young. And they do not know if it's random or if it was targeted. Either way, it's very concerning for police. So they're hoping that anyone with information can contact the Austin Police Department and share details, and there is a reward being offered at this time. We do have additional information about this particular case and what the police are telling us at this point. That's on our website, kxan.com, and on the KXAN News app right on your smartphone. Once again, I'm Will Dupree here in the KXAN Live studio. Thanks so much again for joining our stream. We're going to put this video up on our website here shortly, so if you missed any of it, it will be there, so please stay tuned. Thank you again for watching. Everyone, please stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll see you back here another time.